people. What a weekend. What a Saturday. What a Sunday. If you're watching on the news, it's a lot of protests is happening right now around the world for the big change. So it's a lot of riots. It might be a lot of Corona-19 getting spreaded in these riots because we're talking about mass groups. We're talking about groups and groups, at least 1,000 to 2,000 people in these groups. And it's not making the numbers go down. So here we go, Monday, July 27th, 2020. And we have a lot to speak on today. It's been a lot of stuff going on for this whole weekend. And I got big numbers for you to hear, so listen up. We the people, here you go. Over 145,000 COVID-19 deaths has been in the United States. That's what we up to right now. Remember I told you last week we're going to get up to like 150, 145,000 Corona-19 deaths in the United States of America. Over 8,000 Corona daily cases in Texas. So they got 8,000 people tested positive for Corona. 8,000 just in Texas alone. Texas is seeing a lot of big numbers rising. Texas have a thing with the mask. They have, it's a big hysteria going on with this mask stuff. So people are not wearing masks, and they're still cutting hair, and there's still shops open. And like I told you, we're going for the second shutdown. This is going to be the bigger wave. They predicted in the first, when the first wave came, they predicted the second wave was going to be bigger. So, this is going to be tragic. This is going to be real tragic. Over 159 deaths in Cali in one day. I think on Saturday, it was 159 deaths in one day. That is crazy. Not good. New Orleans, 103,000. We're going almost to 104. 103,000 people in just New Orleans alone. 103,000 people has tested positive. 3,603 have died. That's in New Orleans, the South, down south. In Mississippi, 49,663 have tested positive. 1,463 have passed away, left this earth. Rest in peace, their souls, from this COVID-19 pandemic. Pennsylvania. Yeah, look, we're going all into these states now. Has seen 702,000 deaths. 702,000 positive cases. Sorry. And 7,101 deaths. Rest in peace, them people's soul. The South is getting hit big. People still not wearing masks in the South. Cali death rises went up 159 one day. That is a record for Cali. So I don't know if you remember, like last week, it was a record for, I think, was it Texas? Or it was one of them states, or Florida, the record. So it was, Cali just made the new record, 159 deaths in one day. That was over the weekend. Real big. Brings California's death toll to 8,186. That's just for California. And many other places in the South. So now let's talk about this South, because everybody in the South, I guess they don't understand right now, but we need to curb this pandemic. We're about to be on shutdown soon. We're going to be on shutdown soon, and we need to curb this, because the only way we can curb this is if we wear a mask, we sanitize, wear gloves, make sure you ain't got your children playing at the play park. I don't know. Still don't understand what they're going to try to do with these schools. If you've been seeing, people has been testing positive in the NBA. A couple people had to sit home and do the 14 days. They either tested positive or they left the bubble. Baseball said they're going to make their season shorter, and they're not even probably going to start on time either. Or football. I don't think all the sports. UFC is the only one going right now. I don't think boxing or anything else is about to come back for at least 2 more months. And if we don't curve it, we're gonna miss out on mostly all our sports. We're gonna be stuck with UFC and basketball. Everything else is going to get a shorter schedule, and we might not even be able to see it. It matters on the players. Do the players want to play, and how many people tested positive for COVID-19? This is big right here for us. This is a mass hysteria. We need to really figure out what we're gonna do as a country. All Americans. I'm talking to all Americans. Make sure we do the right thing. Make sure we wear a mask. For the South, please start wearing masks. Don't be negligent about all these masks that y'all not wearing, because y'all not wearing masks. There's going to be an order. I think the United States is going to put an order out maybe in the next week or two. I'm just hearing stuff in the wire. I'm just hearing the stuff they're coming, and they're saying they might do a mandatory everybody out to wear a mask if you come outside order. So I think that's what it's going to have to come to. Are you going to get a $200 fine or $300 fine? Because what you're doing, if you don't wear a mask, or if you don't wear a mask, you're basically getting the rest of us sick. So for all of us that's trying to protect ourselves and protect our loved ones and our kids and everybody else, you're not helping because you're not wearing a mask and you're coughing, and you probably even you're probably even going around people and you don't even know you're catching it. We don't know how many of these private COVID parties they be having, to somebody really catch it and die, like what happened to the guy in, I think in one of these other cities, but it was in the United States. Yeah, this is getting at too far of a proportion for everybody to just be dying. So right now we had 145,000 going to 146,000 deaths of COVID-19, Corona, whatever you want to call it. When is we going to change our mind? When are we going to open up? Is we going to be thinking inside the box, or for Americans, or are we going to think outside the box? You know what I'm saying? This is not good for us as a country. It's not good for us opening. This is not good for business. This is not good for life. Okay? And the only thing it can do is get worse. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. So as it gets worse, we should try to curve it down so it can get better quicker. And we can get back to outside, working, our trends, our hobbies, cooking, going out and whatever you like to do in America, because we have a lot of stuff you can do. It's a nice place to be, and I miss being outside and I miss working, and I don't even know, if you have kids, I don't even know if you want to let your kids go back to a room. You're going to put your kids in a room. Is they testing the kids when you go to school? If they put them in pods or they put them in single rooms, if they don't test them and one kid has COVID, even if they is wearing a mask, you know how kids are. Kids touchy, they touch stuff, you might cough. Anything can happen. And now you got a whole pod or like 6 to 8 kids, because we don't know what groups you're going to have them in. We know it's usually like 20 to 30 kids in a classroom, I guess. Let's go 20, 25 in the classroom. So what are you going to split them into 5 groups of 5? And then what are you going to do? Like, they're going to have their own classroom? I don't understand what we're doing, but we need to figure out a plan, and we need to write it down, and we need to think as Americans, and we need to do everything that we need to do everything right so we can beat this. The curve ain't going down. The curve is going up like a hill, and we need to realize that right now. And everybody that's not wearing masks, please wear a mask. Everybody in the South that's negligent on these masks and wearing a mask, you need to wear a mask too. And let's go for the United States citizens. Let's go for the true Americans. If you're a true American, you should want everybody that you're around. You shouldn't want nobody 6. I say 8. So you shouldn't let nobody be 8 feet towards you, around you. And you should make sure they're wearing a mask. If you see somebody walking down the street and they're not wearing a mask, you say, hey, man, get a mask. This is the reason why we're about to get locked down. It's because people like you not wearing masks. So make sure you do that for all Americans. Me as well. So it's big out here. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we can do something about this, because this is getting so big. We don't know. It's looking like the movies. You ever seen the movies where the pandemic hit and everybody's quarantined and they quarantine the whole city? Think about if the whole half of a city gets sick. They might quarantine. You don't know what the government can do. They can quarantine the whole city and then see what happens. You don't want that to happen. And I guarantee you, when it gets to 250, 300,000 deaths, then you're going to start taking this serious. So I'm taking it serious now so we can curb that from happening in the future. So let's try our best to keep this under 200,000 deaths. Rest in peace, 145,000 souls of American soil. Rest in peace, their soul. Everybody's calling it a hoax or it's fake. It's made up. This is not made up. It's people really in the hospital and it's people really dying. So what is made up? It's people that's really dying. Celebrities, family members are dying. A lot of people are dying. And you think it's a game. Come on. America, wake up. Well, this is me at We the People. See you tomorrow. Signing off. And try your best to beat COVID and have a great day, hopefully.